Welcome to PACTV Community News. I'm Kim Mio.
And I'm Larry King. During this week's edition, PACTV Community News brings you to Plymouth Industrial Park to see how it came to be and how it has impacted the whole community.
I believe the Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation was the turning point for Plymouth.
We'll visit the long-awaited skate rink in Pembroke.
All this hard work finally paid off to see everybody happy.
And learn about a facility in Kingston that enriches the lives of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
What I've come to realize is that we're not very different from them at all, really. We all have the same wants and needs, and we just have to respect that.
PCN visits the Fortini family from Duxbury who turned a tragedy into a fund for performing arts.
From the beginning, his mom and I wanted something good to come from this tragedy.
Michelle McGrath brings you arts and entertainment news, and Town Talk comes from Plymouth.
It's all coming up on PACTV Community News.
Plymouth's industrial development has undergone many changes since its beginnings in the 1960s. The nonprofit Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation continues to bring diverse industry to the town and to the industrial park and surrounding area. Part of their mission is the financial support provided to the many community organizations and public facilities in Plymouth. PACTV Community News met up with the president of the Industrial Development Corporation to hear more about the history of Plymouth's industry, the corporation, and its impact on the community.
The Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation was formed in 1962 after the Plymouth Cordage Company, the world's largest rope manufacturer, decided to close its doors. And that put many people out of work. A group of 12 businessmen came together and said, what are we going to do? They formed what is called the Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation. The sole purpose of the corporation was to bring in industry and create jobs for the people who were out of business. We received a grant, and the only grant from the federal government, from the EDA, for $100,000 for the start of what is now known as Industrial Park Road. We had the land, we had the labor force, and that was very inviting to many of the companies that came into being. And so the industrial park continued, and we had difficult times when we had years where we didn't have any companies come into Plymouth, and we were unable to even pay our real estate taxes. But fortunately, within a few years, the tide turned, and we had many companies interested in Plymouth Industrial Park. Plymouth Industrial Park is comprised of 450 acres of land, which are now have been totally sold out, and we have established 127 new companies in the park, and we have employed over between 35 and 4,000 jobs in the park, which has been a godsend to us. The monies which the corporation did amass from the standpoint of selling the land to the new companies that came in has been donated almost in totality to the town of Plymouth. As of today, we have donated back to the town of Plymouth over $7 million. Such places as the Jordan Hospital, Pilgrim Society, the Hedge House, the Girls and Boys Club. One of these points that we never forgot during the entire 50 years of existence, what our goal and our objective was. It was to bring in industry and create jobs for Plymouth. I believe the Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation was the turning point for Plymouth.
The town of Pembroke's public skating rink has opened and begun providing residents with an opportunity to skate after several warm winters. both starts and changing temperatures. PACTV Community News went to see the skaters and all the fun.
So we're down here at Mattakesett Street. Great location. I want to thank Pembroke Youth Baseball for allowing us to build it down here, and a lot of our volunteers coming down today. And we decided to build this the first weekend of December. We got rained out. Didn't work out too good, so we held off until December 29th. And unfortunately, a couple days before that happened, or that build day, we had some vandalism down here. But the Pembroke Recreation Department, as well as our volunteers in the town of Pembroke, won't be deterred. So we came down here, about 10 of us, started about 9, and here we are. We finished up. We're just waiting for another couple hundred gallons of water to finish off the job.
Some more stuff down here.
Yeah, let's do it. Basically, building an outdoor rink is like building a sandbox with a liner. So we had to build the sandbox, put the boards up on the side, throw a lot of drill bits and a lot of drills in here. Then we had to put the liner in. But before we put the liner in, yours truly had a little issue with measurements. And we built it a little big, and we had to make it smaller, which was fun. Everybody could get some good jokes at my expense. Pembroke's a big hockey town, big skating town, so we want to be able to allow the hockey players to come down here. So hockey players can come down here, any day, but that's before 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then after 12 o'clock, it's a free skate time. If you happen to come down here, folks, and you see some hockey players, but you want to have your little kids come down and skate, please. We're a community of helpers and allowing people to do it, so don't feel that you can't come here before 12 o'clock because the hockey players are here. You can skate at night. Again, once, asking for responsibility, we have some houses that are back here, so playing any music or doing anything like that, just keep it quiet. Just, again, looking for cooperation, responsibility, and everybody just keeping this thing going for the rest of the community to use.
It's really cool.
Great. All excited. Winter has cooperated with us, and we're very pleased. All this hard work finally paid off to see everybody happy.
It's great for the town. It's great for the town. It gets an opportunity for kids to come down here and not have to worry about falling in a pond or anything like that, or parents worried about kids falling in ponds and crowds down at public skates. This is awesome. It can be used any time of the day. Hockey in the morning, skating in the afternoon. It's good stuff for good people.
A new facility in Kingston offers enrichment for people with intellectual and development disabilities. The mission of the Efron Center for Enrichment is to redefine the day program experience for adults with developmental disabilities. The program offers a wide variety of therapeutic and enriching activity offerings such as aquatics, cooking groups, life skills training, individualized fitness programs, horticulture therapy, creative arts, a multi-sensory environment, and cutting-edge assistive technology, including the use of iPads for communication purposes and an array of adaptive computers and software. These offerings are housed in a state-of-the-art facility specifically built and tailored to the needs of adults experiencing a variety of physical and cognitive disabilities. The Efron Center not only offers higher staffing ratios, ECE also provides specialists within the areas of fitness, horticulture, and the arts. PACTV Community News was invited in to learn more about the center and their services.
It's a facility that provides day rehabilitation services to adults with intellectual disabilities. New England Village has 2 day rehabilitation centers, this being one of them. The gentleman behind me is Dr. Brian Efron. He served as the executive director for New England Village for 29 years.
Wow.
Eat the rabbit.
Oh, you may have.
Okay.
There you go. Good job, Arthur.
Right now we're in the hotspot. This is our adapted computer lab. We have 5 computer stations. 4 out of 5 are touchscreen for individuals who are used to using the iPad communication. It's a very easy transition. Then we have 1 regular one. All of our computers are adaptable with switches and software that's made for this population.
It's a beautiful day, sunny.
It's very cool. It's a good place for them to relax. It's great for individuals who may have high anxiety. As you know, relieving stress is very important for everyone, but especially these guys. It also engages their senses, as the word sensory would imply. So there's sound, there's the lights, the really cool lights in there. It's designed to keep them awake but relaxed, so it's a nice kind of getaway in the day. It's great. Everything's adaptable. It's designed so that we can all ambulate comfortably. Every room we go in, there's equipment, there's updated technology, but this building has the newest technology and just gives them more opportunity to succeed and for us to facilitate the individual's independence.
Are you going to be able to water it all the way around?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to touch the dirt to check it.
Oh, yeah.
See if it's dry. Just going to lift and water. Good job, Dawn.
They all are completely different. I think special needs is just such a large umbrella term. You know, two people with, say, Down syndrome, for instance, aren't going to be the same people. They all have their very unique personalities, quirkiness to them. Very interesting.
Good job.
What I've come to realize is that we're not very different from them at all, really. We all have the same wants and needs, and we just have to respect that.
A Duxbury family turned around a personal tragedy. Ken and Kathy Fortini's college-age son Paul tragically was killed during his sophomore year. The Fortinis were devastated and wanted to do something positive with their son's memory. They decided to start the Paul S. Fortini Foundation, whose mission is to fund opportunities and experiences beyond the Duxbury School's performing arts programs. Paul was a graduate of Duxbury High School. He was active in the school's music program and instrumental in starting an a cappella singing group. PACTV Community News visited with the Fortinis at their home to learn about the upcoming fundraising event, Amazing A Cappella, coming to the Duxbury Performing Arts Center Saturday, February 9th.
Since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall.
A parent couldn't ask for a better son than Paul. He graduated from Duxbury High in 2007, and when he was there, he was a great student, but the thing he liked more than anything else was to perform.
I think one of the most wonderful things about Paul was that he enjoyed encouraging people to try things in music and drama that they hadn't ever tried. He liked bringing people together. He liked encouraging people to be the best they could be. He was that kind of a kid. He was a really good student. He took 7 APs and got 5 5s. So in addition to playing the trumpet, jazz band, wind ensemble, winning awards, teaching other students, playing in his own garage band with his buddies, he joined the Pac-Men and encouraged some of his friends to join.
When he graduated, he went to New York University. And unfortunately, in his sophomore year, he was out one night with friends and he unfortunately was hit by a car. And from the beginning, his mom and I wanted something good to come from this tragedy. And parents of his friends joined with us and formed a group at the time that is now known as the Paul S. Fortini Foundation for the Performing Arts. So the committee came up with the idea of having a night of a cappella, and one thing led to another, and we were able to produce our first a cappella program in March of 2010. Our upcoming event next week will be our 4th edition of Amazing A Cappella. And it's going to have 4 collegiate groups, the BC Bostonians, UNH Alabaster Blue, the Wellesley Widows, and the Berkeley group known as Pitch Slapped. Our headliners this year are a professional a cappella group known as Overboard, and they are tremendous. People are going to really love them. And of course, we're going to have the PACTV, as well as the new women's a cappella group at the high school known as Here Comes Trouble. If you want to come to a cappella night, please come because you like a cappella music, not because that this is a fundraiser for an organization. And the reason why I say that is because this is going to be a fantastic performance. And if you like a cappella music at all, you're going to have a wonderful evening.
It's going to be a fantastic concert. Fantastic.
That deaf, dumb, and blind kid show plays me. He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine.
Being a bone marrow donor can help people with life-threatening blood cancers like leukemia and lymphoma or other diseases. Bone marrow donation used to be a more invasive procedure, but the technology has changed a lot over the years, and PACTV Community News visited a blood center to see how the process works.
It's about a year or so ago I got called because I found out I was a match for a recipient, and I said yes to donate.
There, the collection will go up here into this bag. These are his stem cells. It's life. This is his plasma. They did request plasma along with this product. Whatever we don't need after we're collecting that goes back to Jonathan through the return line over here. And that's the process. Takes about 5 hours. Goes by fast. The stem cells will go to someone who has they've gone through chemotherapy, their immune system has been wiped out. When this is transfused, just like a normal unit of blood would be transfused into someone through an IV, it goes right to their marrow, starts producing the stem cells, and gives the recipient an opportunity to go into remission.
Went through all of the entire process, knowing that as long as I could do it, I'd do it. I would never say no. It's been a great experience to go through the process that I've been going through. You know, it's 5 hours that I can help donate and help save somebody's life and help a family out, and it's no time to me. It's all worth it in the end. It'd be an honor to meet that person, knowing that I helped them out, and be able to keep going.
And the doctor came in with a really somber look on his face and tears in his eyes. And it was just supposed to be a routine checkup, and he informed me that my cancer had relapsed, it had come back. And because the chemotherapy didn't work the first time, I had to have a bone marrow transplant. The marrow is delivered to my room, it's transfused into my body, and her marrow starts to regenerate inside of my body. So I was in the hospital for I believe my count was just over 50 days. My family asked my donor, what can we do for you? You saved my life. What is it that we can do to thank you? And she said, I don't want you to do anything. And she thought about it for a minute, and then she said, you know what? I want you to invite me to your wedding. And so 10 years later, I ended up meeting my wife at working at the American Cancer Society. And we invited Diane to my wedding, and she came with some members of her family, and for the first time we met at my wedding. It was really beautiful. My donor signed up for a drive in the mid-90s for a 5-year-old girl in her town, and I ended up being the lucky recipient of her intentions. So anybody can help anybody in something like this. It's really great. Now all you have to do is take a Q-tip and swab the inside of your mouth, and you're done. So anybody can do it, and there's really no reason to be afraid. And if you're lucky enough to get called to donate, it's beautiful because it used to involve a very intense procedure where you'd go in for an outpatient surgery, and they'd put a needle in your hip and extract a bunch of marrow out of your hip. And now a lot of people can donate the way Jonathan was donating, where you simply sit down and they put a needle in one arm and a needle in another arm. So it's a lot less intimidating for potential donors, and it's certainly a lot easier to register with a Q-tip.
Learn more about the need and importance of bone marrow donation online at marrow.org. PACTV will be holding a bone marrow registry on Tuesday, February 12th from 4 to 7 p.m. for people aged 18 to 44. Visit PACTV.org to find out more information. And please consider registering as a bone marrow donor and help save a life. Registering is easy and requires a simple cheek swab. More information, bring your health insurance card when you register.
The beauty of the arts is the creator's ability to blend several art forms to become their own personal palette of expression. On Sunday, February 17th at 4 p.m., world-renowned Grammy Award-winning Romero will bring musical messages to Plymouth's Memorial Hall. Romero blends global rhythms with inventive woodwinds, strings, percussion, and vocals. Add to that inspirational fine artworks and flamenco dancers, and you've got a great day out. For more information on the show, visit artistexposuregallery.com or get tickets at memorialhall.org. A preview of the artworks will be on display beginning at 2 p.m., so be sure to come early and enjoy a full afternoon in the arts. February vacation will soon be upon us, and entertainment will be on the minds of parents all across the region. Many local businesses and organizations offer wonderful programs to educate your child while they're enjoying their time off from school. On Tuesday, February 19th at 1 p.m., the Book Shack in Kingston will offer a children's origami class with expert Kyle Hanrahan. For more information, visit www.thebookshack.net. Children ages 8 and up will enjoy the wonderful art of Japanese paper folding as a creative outlet in the wonderful setting of this local bookstore. Great fun during vacation week. Speaking of vacation week fun, teenagers have an opportunity to explore their inner rock star with South Shore Conservatory's Rock Band Camp. Held Monday through Friday, February 18th to 22nd, from noon to 3 p.m. Rock Band Camp invites instrumentalists, vocalists, and songwriters to join fellow musicians as rock bands learn the ropes of performance and receive individualized coaching. For complete details on registering your budding rock star, visit sscmusic.org. Students will spend their week engaging in rehearsals that focus on stage presence, interacting with an audience, and overall sound development, so check into this specialized opportunity today. I'm Michelle McGrath, PR consultant to the arts. Thanks for tuning in to PCN's Arts and Entertainment News.
Hi, Melissa Irigi, Plymouth Town Manager. I wanted to speak to the public today because there are a couple of things that the town is doing to try and improve infrastructure in our community. For some time now, the town has hoped that we will expand our sewer system. The town of Plymouth residents built a beautiful wastewater treatment plant some years ago, but it has never been at capacity. And as we look at the different areas of town to do expansion, we've chosen 4 target areas that we think will be the most beneficial to the community. These have been presented and are on our website, but the first area that we're looking at is Route 44, Samoset Street. What we'd like to do is establish a betterment process at the April town meeting. What that really means is that individual property owners that do hook up to the town sewer system will pay a betterment fee to get on that system. They'll pay for the cost of the infrastructure. Now this is called, the sewer enterprise account is an enterprise account because the actual users pay for both the infrastructure improvements, the capital improvements, and they pay for the usage. We think by having this initial expansion in that area, we'll be able to start to boost the system, increase the usage at the wastewater treatment plant, and we think that will help in an area that has struggled for some time with some of the systems that are in place. In addition to doing infrastructure improvements around the community, and you'll hear many people refer to these improvements for the 2020 celebration, that's not necessarily the case. We certainly want to improve our roads, expand our infrastructure, look at what the needs are in different parts of the community, look at our streetlights in the downtown area. It will enhance the commemoration that we'll have in the year 2020, but more importantly, it will help us be more productive now in terms of what the residents and what our commercial property owners need. Some of the other areas that we have been looking at to make changes is in the downtown area. We have a study going on right now through Valerie Massard in the planning department. Valerie is one of the town planners, is to look at all the streetscaping. How can we make it more uniform, more beautiful, entice people not just to that downtown waterfront area, to bring them up to Main and Court Streets and the stores there, something that has been discussed here for years. So we're going to be excited to roll that out in the next couple of months, and we think that will complement, and we will work closely with the Plymouth Growth and Development Corporation, which is the corporation the town put together to do our public parking needs. We'll work closely with them on this whole rollout of signage and get their buy-in, work together on it, and hopefully make the downtown area more beautiful.
Thanks for watching this week's PACTV Community News. Our replay times are listed at pactv.org. Click on the PCN logo to watch each complete edition or search for individual stories.
PCN is also on YouTube. Search for PACTV Community News there to see each story or the entire program. Also be sure to like us on Facebook to receive previews each week and links to all our stories.
We're looking for spring story ideas. If you have an idea, be sure to fill out the story submission form on our website or email me, kim@pactv.org.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on PACTV Community News.
Would you be my girl? Would you be my? Since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall.